Hey guys, it's Valif. Welcome back to another video. You won't believe what happened. This is insane. I mean, these guys in the UFC are just using their influence to blow up the rabbit hole. Anyways, before getting to it, please make sure you hit the like button, share your thoughts, and also share this video. So check this out.
So all those doubting my NFT, you're looking at the guy. That's the reason that college athletes and high school athletes are getting paid today. Mr. Influencer to influencers. Secondly, Jimmy Kimmel, viral this. I fight to eradicate childhood malnutrition from the planet. And until they release the flight logs, you, the mainstream media, Hollywood, are all pedophiles to me. Eat dick. Am I canceled yet.com?
I don't know too much about this UFC fighter, but he's the second person coming out saying the same stuff. Just a while ago, Israel Asanda, the guy from Nigeria, was saying the same stuff. He came out exposing Hollywood, exposing what they do behind the scenes in Hollywood.
Ghislaine Maxwell just got put away for 20 years. So she was supplying kids for all these fucking pedos, right? Where's the list? Is that just gets like, I don't know.
Kind of weird that got no coverage, but Johnny Depp and Amber was
everywhere. Yeah, and I'm like, so the list of, you know, politicians and actresses and actors or whatever that they talked about, does that get swept under the rug? Do they not get any time for actually fucking those kids? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, that's weird that how that just doesn't compute with me.
Now, this is another UFC boxer doing the same stuff, trying to expose what those people do in Hollywood. Like, and these guys are using the platform, they're using the whole of UFC, because we have a lot of people watching UFC. So when people go out to watch a game and they see these people speaking about things that have been hidden from plain sight, things that were exposed, but the media, the news don't care about these things. Like, they have buried it down beneath the soil. I think a lot of these boxers in UFC, a lot of these martial arts fighters are not very happy when they see people in Hollywood and these other celebrities abusing kids on the dark side. A lot of these boxers, a lot of these fighters, they know about it, but these people are strong. Like, they have a strong will, so they don't really care. Like, they don't mind coming up and speaking up. Most people are afraid because they are afraid that they can get killed, but these people don't care. Like, when you're a boxer, when you're a fighter, you have that spirit, like, you have that fearless mentality. So this fighter is just another person coming up and saying the same stuff. And I feel like more of these boxers, more of these fighters should come out and put pressure on the government, put pressure on the news to go back to that story, because that story have been, I don't know what they did, but it's like they paid a lot of money to the CIA, to the police, and to the FBI, even the news, to keep that on the dark side. So we have these celebs walking around. Meanwhile, they were part of that Jeffrey Epstein BS, and these guys still run these rings. You know, like, once you part of that stuff, you can't get out easily. To me, it's like an addiction. It's an addiction. People who have been addicted to smoking, drugs, porn, they know what I'm talking about. That stuff is an addiction. Once you're in, it's difficult to get out. And I believe that these people are still doing these things on the dark side. So he's trying to make sure that the news go back to that story. If these people are out there, they did bad things to kids, they hurt kids and destroy their life, their destiny, their future, and even kill them, then I believe that these people should be apprehended and justice should be served, because they did these things intentionally and they did them over and over and over again. See, like the Bible says, if you speak the truth, if you know the truth will set you free. A lot of people have lost their life because of this particular issue. A lot of people were killed. A lot of people were blackmailed. A lot of people were insulted, threatened, just because of these things, in particular these sex trafficking rings like going on right now on the dark side. I don't know about you, like, I don't know where you guys are from, but I've seen a lot of people that were abused when they were young and it destroyed them completely. And you will see a man in his 60s still suffering from the abuse he had when he was young, because his dad abused him, because his mom abused him sexually, and they grew up and they haven't yet gotten over it. A lot of people have been through that stuff, if you know what I'm saying. So when you see how these little things can destroy a person's life and his or her destiny completely, then I believe that it's something that you should be taking very seriously. Now, talking about this other person called Maxwell Ghislaine, that was part of that stuff too. They made sure that every single thing, the whole court hearing, it was all done in private. There was no media coverage, because they didn't want that lady to expose the names of these high profile celebs that are part of that satanic stuff, that satanic ring or elite cult. They don't want people to expose these things because they are afraid of the adverse effect, the after effects. But the media will prefer to cover the court hearing of Johnny Depp and his wife, the so-called defamation trial, whatever it is. I don't care about it anymore. The media choose to do that, and they will prefer to do things that are completely useless. Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, and they will make a whole scene, make a whole movie on that, and play that movie over and over to people to brainwash the masses. But things that make sense, things that are really important, these are kids that are out there suffering because these people, these bad people, are doing evil things to them. They don't want anybody to talk about it. You talk about it on YouTube, they'll delete your channel. I've had a lot of videos taken down just because of that, and my channel has been censored because I'm doing what is right. But I believe that we all have to advocate for these people, these kids. I went on this platform on Instagram, and I saw how these people are actually doing live, like they are actually selling kids from different parts of the world. Like it's crazy. It's really crazy. It's so hurtful for me to say it, but people do that all the time on Twitter, and they tweet about it. You want to report on Twitter, they will block your account. You want to call out these people on Facebook, they will block your account. You want to talk about it on YouTube, they will say it's hate speech, and they will censor your videos. So it's really just messed up, but it doesn't mean that we should stop the fight. We have to keep fighting for these people. We have to keep fighting for these kids. We fight for those who can't fight for themselves, one way or the other, rather than just sitting down and pretending that these things doesn't happen in the world. Meanwhile, we all know it does happen, and not doing anything about it. And I don't understand that most people don't care. Like, they care all about themselves, but people, children of the Most High God, they do care about these kids and what people, these evil people who have chosen to do what is bad in the eyes of the Most High. We should try to fight against these people and fight against their plans, their evil plans, against the voiceless, the powerless, the weak, the orphans. I'm 100%. I do believe that these things are still going on, and the whole stuff on Jeffrey Epstein was just a little piece of the whole puzzle. It means it's just a tip of an iceberg, because there are still other rings that are very operational, running on underground, and they are still doing these things because these people live on these things. They have some evil demon in them that need these things. They need to keep doing these things, and it's crazy. But we live in a crazy world. But personally, I don't believe in progressive Christianity where you just see things and you just fold your arms and just like, okay, like, it's not my business. The Bible says mind your own business. But that's BS. That's BS. Seriously. If we have the resources, if we are able to fight against these things, because the Bible says, I've given you power to trample upon snakes and scorpions, not to sit down and watch things happen and claim that the world is so evil. Meanwhile, you could do something about it and you do nothing about it. So I'm challenging people. You guys have to expose this thing. We all gotta try our best to help these kids. We have to save the kids. We have to try our best to stop these underground sex trafficking rings that are going on right now around the world. That is why we are here. Like, that's the reason why we are here, to make the world a better place. I don't believe, like, because like I see a lot of people online, they don't do anything. They don't preach to anybody. They don't do anything. They just sit quiet and talk about, okay, like, please, Jesus Christ, come back now. They are begging Jesus Christ to come back now. Like, it's messed up. If you believe the world is so evil, do something about it. Like you can spend your whole time just doing nothing about it and just like praying, asking Jesus, oh God, to come back soon. That is not what God sent you on this earth to come and do. To come and be praying that he should come back soon. No. So personally, I really do endorse these fighters that are coming out, exposing the truth, speaking up for the truth, standing for the truth, and not being afraid of what can happen. Be like, whatever happens in this world, they can only kill your flesh, but they cannot kill your spirit, because your spirit can only be harmed or touched by the Most High. Anyways, that's it for this video. What do you think about it? Leave it down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe if you're new. I'm really hurt by what I see these people do